All right, good evening, everyone. It's an honor to welcome you all to this special session where we embark on the journey of the ICAI Dubai Chapter Excellence Awards 2024-25. As we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on this incredible journey and the legacy we are all a part of. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, established in 1949, has been a cornerstone of the financial world for over 75 years, contributing to the growth and stability of economies globally. Here in the UAE, our very own ICAI Dubai chapter stands tall in its 42nd year, building on this legacy with pride, purpose, and unparalleled achievements. Together, we have created a community of professionals who not only lead with excellence, but also inspire and innovate at every turn. Today, as we are going to delve into the application process for the Excellence Awards 2024-25, let's remember that this is more than just an award ceremony. It's about celebrating the spirit of achievement, the passion of all leadership, and the commitment to serve that define us as chartered accountants. Whether you're considering nominating yourself or someone you admire, these awards are a tribute to the values we uphold and the extraordinary contribution made by individuals in our community. Today, in this session, we'll not only uncover the steps to apply for this prestigious award, but also take a moment to reflect on the values that make us proud to be part of this, our very own beautiful fraternity. Further, I'd like to take this moment to thank our chairman, CA Rajesh Somani ji, who not only gave us thought-provoking seminars to impactful event all through the year, but also is creating a vibe of recognition of our leaders and creating memories for years to remember. His dedication to fostering growth and excellence deserves our heartfelt gratitude. Thank you, Somani ji, for all your contribution. We really appreciate that. So with that, it's time to welcome our chairman, C. Rajesh Somani ji, to address us. So over to you, Somani ji, to address us about these awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishi. You are always power of the good beginning. And I must appreciate that this new initiative, which our new ExCom has taken decision in their very first meeting to recognize the high-performing colleagues or high-performing members of our chapter. The purpose was to recognize and give them satisfaction that their works are being noticed, their contribution is being noticed, and they should become inspiring for other members. With this dual purpose, we started this first year of 5 categories of recognition of the chartered accountants. Although all awards are for the members, but in different category. One, like the member of the year, is an all-round recognition, not only in profession or in business which he is performing, but also the contribution to the chapter, contribution to the social services, contribution to the various activity of chapter. So this is overall. CFO mainly represent the best part of the financial management, accounting, finance, auditing, treasury, etc. So the weightage of the different categories are different. But my submission to all of you, this is the very first year of the award, and we should participate and encourage our other members to participate in it. The recognition by the Dubai chapter, which is the largest overseas chapter of the ICAI, will definitely not only give them satisfaction or but will also decorate their profile. And believe it, when you are publicly recognized for your good services, it also encourages yourself to do the better, perform better. So my request to all of you, please, not only you participate, but encourage all other eligible or all other prominent chartered accountant to whom you feel they have excelled in their field to participate in this process. I can promise you that this exercise is going to contribute a sea change in your profile once you are recipient of this award. It will give different confidence as well as different recognition in the professional world. You will be identified as a best CFO of the Dubai chapter. You will be identified as the best member of the year. You will be identified as the best young achiever. And that itself will become your title. So my request to all of you, listen Dr. Kanak, who has been professionally involved in the award ceremony right from Dubai government to various. We have requested him to provide his expert services to introduce this award in our chapter, and he has kindly agreed. He has a very good experience, long experience, and I can promise you that with all fairness, we would like this process of the right from submitting application, shortlisting, etc., will be done by the independent jury. So we can have a fair assessment of all the application. And your bigger participation will encourage your ExCom to take the new initiatives, to do more work, to place recognition to our members in different fields. This is the beginning. This year we may have not covered all the categories, but depending upon the response and our experience, we will further refine this process in the coming years. And I am sure you will make aware your all the other colleagues who are not participating today to participate in this process wholeheartedly and in big number. Then this exercise will truly represent Dubai chapter. I can assure you that we will try our best to overcome all the initial hurdle or some ambiguity wherever possible. We have provided the detailed guidelines, and Dr. Kanak will share with you, and the recorded this event will also be shared to you. So you can pass on this one to your other colleagues who are not able to join today. With this, I thank you all of you for today joining this session during the working day or during your family time. But to avoid further delay, because this process of submission application, we want to complete before 31st January. The year, someone have a accounting year ending December, someone can have a June, September, March. So depending upon that, if you have a December accounts ending, you don't have a final figure, you can participate on the basis of the provisional figure. Give the criteria, give your performance in such a manner that it reflects your achievement loudly. We tried our best to include criteria as much as possible, but it is not the end of the road. You can also put your own detail within the given space, which can reflect your achievements very well, so that jury can decide about your application without any further going into detail or asking more evidence, etc. So with this, I thank you once again, all of you. And being a first event of our new year. I wish all of you a very happy and prosperous year 2025. Happy Makaran Sankranti, happy Lori, happy Pongal, and all the best to all the participants and the achiever of our chapter. Over to you, Rasi.
Thank you, Somani ji, for the wonderful address. And yes, it's a festive session, festive season going on. So I hope all are enjoying this beautiful weather. The temperature is really down, and I think feels really, really nice right now. So moving forward, now it's time to welcome Dr. Kanak Madrecha ji, who is a very senior Excellence Awards advisor. He is going to take us through these awards categories and also shed light on the process of applying for the same. Before welcoming him to the stage, to our Zoom stage to take over the session, let me share some of his notable highlights. Though his profile is full of so many accolades, but I just want to list out the major ones. He's a world-class leader and professional in quality by strategy and business excellence management. Dr. Kanak has been honored by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE and ruler of Dubai, and other His Highnesses from Dubai and Abu Dhabi several times for his notable leadership contribution to quality, business excellence, and human development movement in the Emirate of Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and entire UAE. He has done PhD in quality management and industrial engineering. He has been past jury of Sheikh Khalifa Excellence Awards, Dubai Quality Award, Dubai Human Development Award, also assessor of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Business Award and International Business Excellence Award. With over 43 years of experience. So 43, and many of the CAs might not even have touched 40 now, but he has experience of 43 years behind him. So he is one of the best to manage these prestigious awards, which we are going to have now. So with the stage all set, I'd like to welcome Dr. Kanakji to take this session from here. And at the end of the sessions, we are going to take questions from you. So you feel free to write your questions in the chat window. And if you want to really ask that question over the audio, raise your hand so we can take it up at the end of the session. So with that, Kanakji, over to you. Hello, Dr. Kanak.
Yeah, Rishi.
You're ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
Yeah.
right, sir.
So,
It's yours.
thank you so much, Rishi. Good evening, Somani ji. Good evening, Dhirasa, Rishi, and all your EXCOM members and all the esteemed members of ICAI Dubai chapter. It's my pleasure and honor to be present today in midst of you and participate and witness the launch of first Excellence Award of the Institute. As Rishi said, I have been in UAE for 30 years and I have seen the launch of Dubai Quality Award in the first year in 1994. And now I have opportunity to witness under Somaniji's leadership and the EXCOM's leadership, the launch of CA Institute Dubai chapter's Excellence Award first cycle. I have noted the time, 7:47. I will manage my presentation in 25 minutes and then I will leave the stage for question and answers. So all of you are free to, as you get the questions, you can please write in the chat box. And later on, of course, Rishi will manage the question and answer session and I'm there and there is no worry about the time. We are there until you have the questions to answer each of the questions. So thank you so much once again. And now I'll start. Is my sound okay? Yeah, is my sound okay?
We can hear you very
thank you.
well.
Thank you. I will share my screen and any questions you have, you can put it in the chat box. If I think I need to reply, I may reply even at that time, but typically I intend to take the questions at the end. Is my slide readable?
Yes, sir, we can read.
Fine, thank you. So once again, this is the first cycle of Dubai Chapter's Excellence Awards 24-25. And in excellence language, we have something called applicant workshop. Whenever applicant assemble, we conduct applicant workshop. So this happens to be on Zoom, applicant workshop, limited to say 45 minutes. Why award? Okay. During the international conference of yours, I think I mentioned, I showed the pictures. Mr. Mohammad Gargawi was a winner of an individual award as a best employee of Dubai government. That happened in 1995 or 96, and that or 97, and that led to he being spotted by His Highness, and he is now a minister for many years. He not only becomes CEO, chairman, etc., but he is now a minister. So with this background in mind, you cannot estimate now the value of this award. So that's why I'm highlighting the purpose of this Excellence Award, to recognize and celebrate outstanding achievements of the members within the chapter. You have 3,000 plus members. So if 5 people are going to be recognized, it is 5 out of 3,000, but I will tell you a bigger purpose later. Second, to promote excellence. Dubai government, Abu Dhabi government, and UAE government is promoting excellence, to promote excellence and contribution to the profession, CA profession, and society in general. And third, as I said, Dubai government journey toward excellence started in 94. CA Institute, Dubai chapter, is now in line with the spirit of Dubai government's this journey of excellence. You have already seen this flyer. However, if anybody has missed, I am showing this. There are only 5 categories: Member of the Year, CFO of the Year, Business Leader of the Year, Buddy Chartered Accountant of the Year, and Young Achiever of the Year. And as Somani has said, that as we go along in the future cycles, maybe the categories may be reviewed, expanded, etc., to fulfill the recognition needs of the members. But as I said, the more important being, by making you complete this application form against this category, you will assess yourself. There is a self-assessment. You are assessing yourself against the criteria. Am I a best member? What can I do further to become a better member next year? So it is a self-assessment and a journey of excellence or journey of continued improvement. So the process of self-assessment, the process of application process itself is a hint towards the continual improvement. Okay, criteria is very clear. First 4 categories all have to be for 5 continuous years, member of the institute, Dubai chapter, as on 31st December 2024. The young achiever, only an exception because of the category name, 31 years as on 31st December, and 3 continuous years. Otherwise, all 5, the eligibility is same. Now, evaluation criteria, you might have already noticed, broadly, the evaluation criteria is same for all 5 categories. So evaluation criteria is educational and professional qualification, training and development, financial performance, non-financial performance, contribution to CA or other organization or society, and awards and recognitions. I recall at this point of time, I think in 2013, when I started my own consultancy, one of the potential clients asked me, do you have any credentials in terms of client recognition letters or client testimonials? I didn't have that. So I instituted a system so as to get client testimonial at the end of each project. And now I have an inventory of 100 plus. So now when you do this, your own assessment against this, you will find certain things, little bit of gap. Somewhere you are strong, somewhere you are weak. So you will drive your journey towards improvement in the future. So using this platform, you may even institute that in 2025, I want to do this. I want to focus on 2 and 5, or I want to focus on 3 and 6. So this will also help in, like the organizations do, since you are a financial professional, annual budgeting, you will do your own annual goal setting, driving from here. Now, as I said, that criteria is same, but there are small differences, which we'll see in the detail of each of the criteria and sub-criteria. However, how do we vary? For each award category, the 5 of the award category, how do we vary? So percentage weightage is differentiated based on the position or based on the award category. So for example, member of the year, which is supposed to be an all-round progress. Okay, if you see, literally almost all-round progress. That means Member of the Year is doing well on educational, professional, training and development. But if you want to see the highest, training and development is highest weightage. Contribution to CA or other organizations, 20%, award and recognition, 20%. So these three are the highest weightage. Then 15, 15, and the rest is 10. Lowest weightage in any criteria is 10. If you see this, highest is, let's say if you go to the CFO, because his main job is financial management. So in that sense, financial performance has been given the highest weightage. So a lot of thought has gone behind setting these percentages so that you can drive excellence in those positions in their career in future. So this is also a step towards your career development. And that's how these percentages have been fixed. So if you see here 50%, rest all is 10%. If you go to business leader, 25% are non-financial, 20% are financial, since the CFO is getting the bigger weightage here. And the rest is 20, 20 here, 15, 10, 10. Okay, the less weightage or minimal weightage here on the educational professional qualifications. Buddy chartered accountant who's helping the other chartered accountants, 40% weightage on this contribution to CA Institute or other members or other organizations. Okay, so this is how we are, as per the name, we are taking the focus to that so that you mentor other chartered accountants, become a good buddy or support buddy for other chartered accountants. So 40% here. Young achiever, we have highlighted the two highest here, training and development. So he's developing himself, or non-financial performance. So this is broadly this. And then as I go along for each category, because you will choose one of the 5 categories. So now I will go through each of the 5 categories, more you can say detailed about this is a criteria. I will go through sub-criteria under this. Before we go into criteria and sub-criteria, your job is very simple. The award submission, as you saw just now, there are 6 categories. Criteria 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are supposed to write maximum of 1 page in each of the criteria. So total 6 pages. And for each of these criteria, you are allowed 4 pages maximum evidence to support whatever you have written. Okay. So if you go here, main award submission, very easy. As was announced that we will have last date of submission by 31st January. Today is 16th. And you have to give a 6-page submission. This is a maximum. You can write less, but maximum is 6 pages. Evidence is for each of the criteria, you can have 1-page main submission and 4 pages of evidence. So maximum, if you say 6 criteria into 4 pages of evidence, 24 pages. So 6 plus 24, total 30 pages. And when you will say, for example, educational and professional qualification, when you say this, you will write 1 page and then you will attach the evidence. If you have 4, 5, 6 qualifications, you may probably have, half page, 1 page, whatever is certificate, you will fit them into 4 pages. And please number them. So as you write the main text, you will number them as well. So that means the criteria 1, okay, the criteria 1, the evidence may be numbered as evidence 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and a title. So it should all be perfectly in the sequence, perfectly named and numbered. Of course, you being CAs, I don't need to explain. You are used to making profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flows, and have proper identification, etc. So the assessors are not lost. Okay, and strict adherence to this limit, 6 pages plus 24 pages. This doesn't mean that you can write only 30 pages all here. No, 6 pages and 24 pages evidence. So this is a verification of these 6 pages through here, and you will sign on each of the 6 pages. Each of the 6 pages you will sign, you take responsibility for this. Okay, so evidence should align with the award criteria and the weightage. Wherever there is a high weightage, try to give more evidence in case you have, or clear or stronger evidence, and clear referencing, as I said before. Now we come to the first category, which is award category being the best member. And the best member is for overall performance in professional and other areas. And 15, 20, 15, 10, 20, 20. Okay, this 20 is also the highest, 20, 20, 20. Okay. Now, under education qualification, you may have bachelor, master's, PhD from any college, universities, percentage, marks, ranks, distinctions, as applicable. Whatever best you have, you try to cover it. In addition to education qualification, you cover professional qualifications, CA, CPA, CFA, ACCA, any other qualification, percentage marks, ranks, distinctions. As you know, this is an award and there is an assessment. There will be competition. Sometimes if all candidates, let's say 3 candidates in this almost equal, then probably the percentage marks may become differentiator, rank may become differentiator, distinction. So try to identify that so-called unique selling proposition or unique, competitive advantage and highlight this. So as you do this exercise, if you do a second time, third time, you will see your own improvement from first cycle to second cycle to third cycle. So this will become your method of improving yourself. The criteria 2, which is training and development made during the 3 years, everything is for 3 years. Okay. Of course, this is as on the date, educational professional qualification as on the application date. But all other performance achievements are for the 3 year, 20 to 24, except the financial performance will be 21 to 24, depending on the year of closing. So most training attended, conducted, everything is covered, including speaking roles. I know that some of you may be doing speaking roles as well. So these are only hints. You can go and further matching with this, you can even extend beyond this. So training attended, total number of training courses, course duration, training institutes, training conducted or speaking roles conducted, total number of training courses conducted, course duration, training institutes, number and list of books authored and published, number and list of research publications made. Anything similar in this, under this heading, you can go on, but the limit is 1 page. Criteria 3, since you're all CA, you know this, financial performance, I don't need to explain this, but financial performance in the organization for last 3 years, depending on the year, as Somaniji said, year ending, March ending, June ending, December ending, you can give for the last 3 years. If the 24th December just ended, you can give in provisional for the third year. And these are only examples. You are expert on this, profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flows, ratios, all kinds of ratios. So these are only examples. Revenue, EBITDA, gross profit, net profit, EBITDA margin, gross profit margin, net profit margin, ROI, ROE, ROC, bad date percentage, average collection period, funds raised, interest paid, interest earned.
Dr. Sir, yeah. Just to add, this is just an illustrative list. It is not necessary that you should have all the details, but correct, whatever maximum which can reflect your achievement, which can reflect your success. So try to give the whatever best detail you can give.
Correct. These are examples. What he said, these are examples. You can go some out of it. You can go beyond this. You may have many other performance. You can go. The limit is 1 page. Okay. When you have more material, you know how to squeeze into 1 page. 1 page A4, you can make a table, graph, tutorial, whatever, finally in 1 page. This one is 1 page. Then you can have evidence. You can attach profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flows, whatever, financial statements, management reports, whatever you wish to. The criteria 4 is non-financial performance of the organization. Examples include market share, process improvement, software automation, technological enhancements. Again, everywhere I'm saying this is examples. You can have anything more. Stakeholder satisfaction, as I gave the example of the client, appreciation letters. Stakeholder satisfaction includes satisfaction of customers, suppliers, employees, shareholder, bankers, government, society. Number of innovations made or suggestions implemented that benefits to the organization. Number of patents registered, and this can go on. Okay, you go to the list, you'll get thousands of KPIs there. But whatever is available and whatever is improved in last 3 years. So what we are looking for, consistent and significant improvement in last 3 years, where you can directly or indirectly show your contribution to it. The 5th criteria is your contributions made to Dubai chapter or any other commercial or industrial body, professional organization or society. And these are examples. Number of new members enrolled by you, training sessions conducted, training attendance, events attendance of the CA Institute, list of positions held for CA chapter, contribution made to any other commercial organization, local, regional, global bodies, positions of the board committees, contribution made to any other industrial body, local, regional, and global bodies, contribution made to any other professional organizations, local, regional, global body, contribution made to society and community. These are again hints under this broad heading. You can go on. Indirectly, by introducing this criteria, it will force you that if you are doing largely 90% or 95% or 100% in your current organization, look out and expand your contribution to outside your organizations. Go to institute, industry body, industry associations, government, etc. Criteria 6, which is local, regional, global awards. Some of you may say, why we are putting local, regional, global? We are planting seeds in your mind. So far, if you won local awards, maybe you work towards regional awards. If you won regional so far, work towards global awards. That's why again I said the criteria listed here is like a mirror shown to you. Use this for self-evaluation use this for setting your objectives for 25. So this will drive continual improvement in your capability enhancement and a career. Examples may include number and list of local awards or recognition won with recognition pictures, award certificates, trophies, press coverages, same thing, local, regional, and global. So I think for one award category, that is the best member, I have completed typically what is being covered. So each of these slides will be one page supported by the 4 pages. Now what you will see in the other categories will be similar. I'm watching the time, it's 8:05 now. So in 10 minutes, I will cover the other categories and then we can have question answers. So category 2, as you show the difference in the first slide, here is 50%. So when I said try to give more information or more important information here so as to get this 50%. Always keep this percentage in mind because this 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, you are expected, the CFO is expected to make significant contribution to financial performance. And as I said, what is expected is consistent and significant improvement year on year. If you have target or budget against that actual, if the actual has exceeded budget, excellent. If budget is better than the benchmark, industry benchmark or global benchmark, quote that. So this will add to further your value. If you have actual better than last year, means last 3 years, actual is improving. Actual is better than target all 3 years. Actual is better than target by 10 to 25%. Target is better than benchmark by 25%, 50%, further better. Okay, so this you keep in mind. This applies for all the criteria. Second one, again, I think since it is similar, so I will not dwell or repeat, but again, same educational and professional qualification. But keep in mind this weightage, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. So try to spend your effort pro rata to the percentage marks, because right now this is a competition. And of course, when you are a real CFO in an organization, the CEO is evaluating CFO or the board is evaluating CFO by giving highest percentage to this. So these percentages are also aligned to typically, the KPIs of the CFO in the organizations. So educational qualification, professional qualifications, training, and as you go higher up, for example, CFO himself may be acting as a trainer. So in that case, you will cover both the sides. So training attended, training conducted, speaking roles. If some of you are lower, being a younger members, lower on the speaking roles, slowly you can do speaking roles within the organization or outside the organizations. Number on list of books authored, number on list of research publications made. So this is being reminded. I'm not going to repeat it, but depending on each of you have a category in mind. You have to have one category in mind. So please keep this criteria in mind. Okay, and you can also log, if you have any questions, please log it in the chat, or you can even ask by audio. Okay, the list is similar. This is almost a replica of it. Okay, financial performance replica. But again, consistent and significant improvement in last 3 years, actual, budget, and benchmark. How the actual is moved, how budget is moved, how actual is moved compared to budget, how budget is moved compared to benchmark. As Dubai, as you have seen, yesterday's news, for example, or yesterday or day before, Dubai wants to do fire safety program for 1 billion people. So Dubai has an global ambition, and we want, with Somani's leadership and the ExCom's leadership, if this award is started, we want finally Dubai chapter members, let's say CFO from Dubai chapter members should become best CFO in the world. Right now, the award is only within the CA Institute Dubai chapter. But we are planting seeds in your mind that you will trace this to say that how actual is improved and how actual is better than the target, how target is better than the benchmark. So if actual is improving for last 3 years, actual is better than the target by, let's say, significant percentage, and target or budget is better than the benchmark, you are proving to yourself and to your seniors in the institute body, the Dubai chapter, or within even the organization. Sometimes some of the organization may have some internal award. You can use whatever work you do here, even for the internal awards. Non-financial performance, this is only a list. This is only indicative list. You can have any other things where you made contribution. Somebody has implemented Oracle SCM, somebody has, done some other MIS, new financial MIS been introduced, or on non-financials, you have done some special, agreements with the suppliers. All this can be utilized here. Contribution made to Dubai chapter or any other commercial industrial body, I think the list is similar. Different persons may have different. Some may be strong in another criteria, another may be not so strong in other criteria, but you can use this as a guidance. You can even expand on this. These are only examples. Awards. again the same. And of course, this award instituted by the CA Institute later on in future will count as one of the awards as well. Okay, the third one is the business leader. The first one is a best member, second was a CFO, third is a best business leader. So some of you, I mean, as you know, and I can quote if you wish, I know some of the CAs, the institute, Indian CA Institutes, CEOs, some are group CEOs. I know one of my clients where one CFO is working. His package is 1.8 million dirham annual, already there in the annual listed company in the annual report. There are some are group CEO as well. So sky is the limit, and probably this criteria will remind that in business leader, you will become only business leader if you try to make all-round progress, which means 25% weightage in non-financial. The CFO is making significant contribution here, but this also counts. If you're a listed company, even the listed share performance will count. So 25-20 contribution to CA or outside. You know, this outward looking. 5 and 6 is outward looking. This is inward looking. This is outward looking. Of course, if you do speaking roles, it's outward looking. Okay, and if you know anything you try to do as you become senior and senior, you try to do more and more outward roles. So indirectly, this criteria is forcing you to do some, outward looking. That means criteria 5 and criteria 6 is mostly out. But of course, you may have some internal awards as well within the organization. This will also be counted here. Then the third, fourth category. This is the fourth category or third category, business leader. Sorry. Okay, so same. I will not repeat. Okay, educational and professional qualifications, training, learning and development, financial performance, non-financial performance, contribution made to external stakeholders, so Dubai chapter, any other commercial, industrial body, professional organization or society, local, regional, global awards, again, all for 3 years. Why 3 years? Because we want consistent performance and showing consistent and significant performance. We don't want to give award based on 1 year performance. So consistent and significant improvement in performance for 3 years. Now we come to the fourth category, which is the buddy chartered accountant, trying to help other chartered accountants. So that's why the 40% weightage to contribution to CA or other organizations, helping other junior people or helping other CAs. 40% weightage here, 15 non-financial performance, 15% training and development. Again, same qualification experience, no need to discuss. Training. Now here, this person could also be doing a lot of training, training, mentoring. So this also indirectly can be counted here. Okay, financial performance, non-financial performance. Okay, now here, as I said, it was 40% weightage here. So employment creation for other CAs, mentoring contribution made to other CAs. Mentoring, some of you, those who are familiar with the emeritation in your organization, the UAE government is, significantly improving the emeritation, and mentoring is a very important role, mentoring young Emiratis. So same applies to younger members. How do you mentor? How do you create employment for them, and how do you mentor so that they grow, they promote? So number, position titles, and list of employment creation for other CAs, number and list of mentoring contribution made to other CAs, number and duration of mentoring sessions conducted, effectiveness of mentoring contribution made to other CAs, that is promotions received within their organizations, contribution made to society, including CSR investment made, number and list of CSR beneficiaries, society satisfaction and recognition in case the surveys are done. And the awards is similar. And the last award, which is for the younger achiever, we don't want young people to go unnoticed, or the motivation or inspiration should go for them as well. So the younger members or younger members, the extraordinary achievement by younger member, 25% weightage on training and development, because he or she may be doing self-development more, and non-financial performance, because he's too junior in the ladder, he may make less on financial performance. So 15, 25, 10, 25, 15, 10. And education qualifications and professional qualifications. I think I'm conscious of the time. I noted the time. This is similar. So I think this criteria 2, same, training, leader and development. Financial performance, same. Non-financial performance.
See, this explanation is very important. So if it runs by like few minutes, it's okay. Please
Fine.
take your time and explain.
Yeah. Since it is almost the same, so I am not repeating. Okay, almost the same. But in the question answer, I will clarify where it's not clear. For example, number of innovations made. So depending on the category and the position of the person, number of innovations made or suggestions implemented either the number may be less or the benefit from the innovation may be less. Okay, so that's why it's very clear. Number of innovations made, suggestions implemented, and their benefits to the organization. So you have done 3 new projects, benefit to the organization 3 million dirham. Okay, so this will be highlighted here. Number of patents registered. I know some of you may be doing, some software development or some other new MIS reports. In case you're done, why we are listing it here? Some of you may not have anything. This is a, thought for you. Dubai government is now trying to take a position that we are one of the best. So if you are not working, these criteria will guide you to work. For example, process improvement, artificial intelligence, chat GPT uses, many things. So if you are not using anything, this is an opportunity for you. Right now, you do this and you find, okay, I have this, I don't have this. Okay, this time I can't do anything now. Time is gone. Next time you work on this, this, and this. So this becomes a self-assessment tool, and you try to improve. Okay, this list is similar, so I'm not reading. But on society, if you've done CSR investment made, number and list of CSR beneficiaries, society satisfaction and recognition received, voluntary and health, athletic, creative arts contribution, on the sky is the limit. Some of you may know, for example, some people are getting here golden visa based on artistic category. There are some categories. Okay, so you never know tomorrow. Once the award become popular, maybe the government will notice, so the institute body can go to the government and say, why don't you give golden visa to some of these categories, if the government recognizes this award. Okay, and these are the local, regional, and global awards. Initially you may have local awards, but slowly, as you do this research for 3 years, how many awards? 1, 2, I won this for let's say 21, but 22 no award, 23 1 award, 24 0 award. So slowly this will become a self-assessment tool. Okay, so I think with this, I have concluded on the criteria completion. I will stop sharing. And now I think I will leave. I have not seen the questions on the chat yet, but maybe we can start the questions now. So Rishiji, how do you want to, it's 8:16 now. Either
I will read out the question.
Let
me just add Sumaniji also on the on the screen, so he can also take up some answers to the questions.
Correct.
I think the first one was Elvira about the new members can also apply. I think that the answer is that there is a period of continuity with the chapter. So that was explained, I think.
3 year. Yeah.
3 year for the new one. So I think once you complete the 3 year, then you can be eligible, and hopefully, we'll see these awards getting better and bigger with time. And then Kanak Tibrewal has said that link for registration. So I just want to explain that after this session, we will have this recording and we will send you an email with the detailed criteria and how to send all the documents. And also the link of this recording will be shared. So you have an entire thing with you. So in case you still want to discuss anything or you have a question, you can always send us an email. And mostly chairman and secretary email ID will be the point of contact. So you can really reach out to us, and we can then communicate with Dr. Kanak and accordingly answer your questions as and when those questions are received. But the deadline of 31st January, please keep that in mind, because that is when the deadline is over. So that's going to be very important. So then Dilip Jain has asked some questions. So his question is, what about period of coverage for sharing the data? Like, how many years? Like, you have to share it for the entire period, or how it is?
3 years. 3 years.
3 years.
And
all data for 3 years.
In the case of 5 years?
No, 3 years. For 5 years or anyone, 3 years.
Okay. So Dilip ji, you have a lot of questions. Do you want to speak out and ask those questions? I think I've seen 2-3 questions from you.
So you can read it, Rishi. You can read first. One by one, we can reply.
Then again, the next question he has is about financial performance. His question is, what about those on salary?
No, everyone say he has to give the detail of his function, what function he is doing in his organization. So he can give the broad number which can reflect his performance and can justify that his achievements are higher or achievements are recognizable as a winner.
Okay, so basically, even if it is somebody is working, they can give the financial performance of the company where they are working,
for which they are responsible.
Okay. So Vishalji has asked this question that how do we share revenue or EBITDA data, as this may be confidential information of the company. So how do we deal with that kind of a situation?
Say you have to give some broad number to justify your achievement, to reflect your achievement. Otherwise, without data, we will not be able to understand your achievement. So you can give the broad data like the revenue percentage increase, total volume increase, or the profitability increase in percentage, if not the in absolute number. You have to make assessment of yourself, how you can justify as a higher achiever. If you will not give data, then we will not be able to assess. You can give under confidentiality, and that we can assure that your data will not be given to anyone else.
Yes,
I will add to Somaniji what he said. When you have to go, if you are working, as an employee with a boss, the time of your annual performance appraisal comes, or increment, promotion, or bonus time comes, you have to justify. Either the boss has to write your report, otherwise you have to write your report. This is an opportunity for you to prepare your report well, so that you have an annual performance appraisal discussion with the boss. You will have all the data ready. Okay, all the data ready. That these are the 12 financials. I worked on 6, and one is 21% improvement, one is 6%, one is 1%. Here I am a primary player, here I am a secondary player. So indirectly, we are preparing you for having a meaningful discussion with even your boss for internal increment, promotion, and bonus.
Right. So Dr. Kanak, basically one of the thing is, because if it is a confidential information and the boss does not allow, for example, or the company does not allow you to share their data. So how to tackle that kind of situation?
Somaniji is given, open the wall. You can give percentage increase and keep the numbers confidential. Okay. Finally, 5, 6, 7 parameters that you will give percentage. From there, we can validate that this is right or wrong. Okay, if you are giving some dummy numbers, there are many, many financial numbers have correlations. There will be somewhere you will be quoting financial performance, percentage increase, non-financial performance. We can correlate.
It is, Rishi, it is like that. You have to make your own assessment whether your achievements are justifiable for the recognition or not. So you have to give certain details. If it is a confidential, you can also take permission from your employer or from your boss that I am applying for this and this detail I want to share. They can give you permission, or they can give you the another way of modified detail. But overall, you should also put in the shoes of the jury or assessee, that how they can assess you as an achiever.
Right.
You will have to help yourself.
Right. So the message is just see what best you can do and send it over. And then, of course, we have experienced Dr. Kanak with us, Somaniji with us. So we can always discuss these kind of points on one basis and see what best can be done. So,
Doctor, I have a doubt on the same, like financial performance. See, being a CFO, he may not be only performing on the financial, he may be, doing a lot of other things, strategic thing or turnaround plan, which gives not only financial, like a cost saving mission, how much he has saved, how we will reflect all these things in this sheet.
Cost saving will reflect in financial performance.
Achievements.
The top line, middle line, and bottom line. So finally, cost saving will come in the middle line. Top line will be revenue. It will compound in EBITDA.
Especially when you are having, not only one country or regional role, the impact may be in one country. Can we add some, additional points on the same slide?
These are only examples, as Somani said. These are only examples. You can add as many as you have. Limit is 1 page. So you choose that best 10 or best 20, whatever is your contribution.
Great. Thank you.
Just to answer further, when Dubai Quality Award started for an organization, it used to be 75 pages. First year, they forgot to write the limit. First year, they said first year cycle, why to put a limit and all that. The application came in the boxes, trunks. Then they realized, no, this is not going to work. Then we will miss the real. So you choose your best within the 1 page, whatever is the best performance, you fit into 1 page and 4 pages of attachment. Okay.
Great.
I think criteria is well spread. Financial 50%, for example, for CFO. You have other 50% in other places. So I think any achievement can be taken care.
Let me give you another example. Suppose as a CFO, you join the company which was in a red, but you turn out and it become now even no profit can be considered as a very good achievement.
Correct.
Absolutely. That's exactly I was asking.
Yes. So let me tell you, this is the first year. Try to put yourself in the jury's shoes and realize that how they can recognize your work or your performance as a good achievement or the better achievement or the higher achievement. So you will have to provide substance. You will have to provide some detail. Based on that, jury will take decision. If required, they may ask certain clarification. If required, they may ask more detail. Or if not, then they will make judgment based on what you have submitted.
Right.
So I'll give you, pitch deck. Either you treat this as a pitch deck or you treat this as an increment promotion bonus discussion. There you have no choice. You have to convince. Finish.
Yeah.
Nice one, Kanakji. Okay, so moving forward, one of the questions.
But Dr. Kanakji, you have to give one rider. When the appraisal happened, then we got the increment. Here you will get only recognition.
No, that's why I told you, Mr. Mohammad Gargavi became the best employee of Dubai government. Only best employee, not even best CFO, best employee. And he was spotted within 3 years. He was a CEO and a group CEO, chairman, and minister. So you never know what this will lead to. Right now, we cannot imagine what this will lead to.
Yes, definitely it highlights you in the front, so it makes a huge difference. Kanakji, next question is about how to send it. They have to send it on the PowerPoint specifically or Word file? Which format do you think is the right way to?
There is no problem, but since we are saying A4 one page, the 1 page and the 4 pages, so format doesn't matter, but restrict by the size A4 1 page. Okay, A4 1 page plus 4 pages, so total 30 pages. If you do slides, maybe you'll have a problem. We have no problem. 1 plus 4 pages, so 5 pages into 6 criteria, 30 pages. That's the limit. Otherwise, no problem. Okay. And so each page means each main submission page will be signed. So 6 pages you will be signing.
Okay.
Like a self-declaration that they are correct.
So Ramanathan ji has asked that awards and recognition should not be restricted for 3 years. Some awards you get once in a lifetime also. So how do you?
I think, the purpose of this to make it equal comparison is 3 years for all the members to compare. I see your point. Some organizations, some awards allow even last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years awards to be written. It will be long list. We want finally restricted to 1 page. There is no problem. If you write others, it's okay, but that will get lower weightage. The highest weightage is to last 3 years. Because when this award run continuously, you will be evaluated. Otherwise, the one person will be winning awards every year. You don't want this. You are being evaluated for 3 years. You have to continuously keep improving yourself. Last 3 years, what did you improve? Last 3 years, last 3 years. So continuous improvement you want. You don't want on the past laurel to rest and go on winning award every year. So last 3 years. However, if you have won other awards, you can write it. Be considered in the backdrop.
Okay, Saurav has one question. Saurav, can you unmute yourself and ask the question?
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone, and thanks, Mr. Kanak, for the session. While for the financial numbers for confidentiality, you have given a workaround percentages, fine, well noted. When it comes to the non-financial performance, for example, let's say process improvement, a CFO holding other positions like looking after inventory, supply chain, warehousing, where primarily it is a process driven, there's in-house efficiencies which are being catered or taken care of. So if you can just give some guidance, how do we kind of showcase that on a document? Because
okay,
that may not 100% reflect in the numbers, because when there is a volume growth, so is the expense growth. But at the same time, efficiency of handling of a warehouse staff of number of cartons 3 years ago versus now would have improved by 50%. So how do you kind of quantify? I mean, can be quantifiable, but how do you prove it?
Okay, I will just answer one way. First thing is, whatever cannot be measured cannot be improved. Okay, so measurement is essential. Okay, if it is not a financial performance, it will go in non-financial performance. But any performance, it will go either in financial or non-financial performance, unless it is educational qualification or the training, then it will go there. Okay, if it's award, it goes there. Society, other goes there. But in organizational performance, it will go either in financial or non-financial, and everything can be measured. You tell me if a supply chain measurement, there will be number of issues reduced, inventory reduced, inventory value reduced, obsolescence reduced, interest on the inventory reduced. I think there is no function where measurement cannot be done. You say legal department, you tell any department there are 10 KPIs or 20 KPIs, you go on the ChatGPT or Google, you'll get 20 KPIs. So whatever you achieve, you focus on your achievements. That's it. And it is good.
Dr. Saab, let me give the example to Saurabh that suppose one organization was running their accounting and financial system on Tally, which you improve or you have implemented the ERP, SAP. Even some organizations which were doing ERP, SAP, they have now automated and attached the AI also along with that. Okay. So these are the various improvements you have done in the process. And you have to reflect in your narrative what you have changed. Suppose every year you were taking stock, manual stocking. It was not on real-time basis. And you have now converted the system which is giving you on real-time basis inventory. This is a big improvement. Okay. So you have to explain what process you have improved or what process you have enhanced in your organization. If this can reflect into saving, if this can reflect into time saving, if this can reflect into the better control, that assessment you will have to make. Sure. Anything which you have done or which does not reflect into saving or the improvement, it is as good as the exercise without any outcome.
Okay. It will reflect in accuracy, quality, faster decision making. If, as you said, live decisions, that means decision is not postponed tomorrow morning. It is done today because the data is available today. Otherwise, many companies I know are closing after 15 days, monthly closing after 15 days. That means first 15 days, no decision can be taken, or you have to play in blind. Right. So I think for everything that it can be measured, no problem. If you don't get it now, you keep on thinking, you have time. Today is 16th, 31st. By then I think it will strike that there is a KPI. If you've done anything, you're done with a purpose. If you're done with a purpose, there will be some impact. And the other impact is satisfaction of the stakeholder. If it is not fitting in financial, finally it will be either customer will be happy, supplier will be happy, employee will be happy, shareholder will be happy, banker will be happy, government will be happy, or society will be happy.
That's to add what you said. Suppose you have done very good improvement in your process or your system, correct, and your immediate boss or your banker or your management or your promoters have given you appreciation letter.
Correct.
This is a very good improvement, and now we have a better system, etc. That letter itself will justify that you have done a good contribution.
Yes, sure. So now he has given a hint. Now, right now, you are not getting such letter. Now you have to work towards this letter as a validation. Otherwise, your boss will be saying, don't come for this $30,000. Don't come for this software. You're wasting my time and your time. Okay. So next time you bring a client letter, you say, oh, client is giving appreciation. No problem. Take $30,000.
Right. Okay. Okay. Moving forward, Mahesh has asked the question that can we apply in multiple categories?
I think you try to focus on one category.
No, sir. Doctor, this is very clear that you have to select the one category where you feel the most appropriate for you. And that should be the criteria. It cannot be that is one very sure that one person is eligible for one award only.
Award will be one finally, even you apply more. So you make your own choice, which one is best. Don't try to do, I apply for all 5, maybe I win in one of the 5. Okay, so because you're creating extra work and you're creating extra work for yourself, forget about the assessment. You're creating extra work for yourself.
Right. Okay, so again, Ramanathan ji has another question which says that we are a listed company and cannot share financial data unless published in DFM. So there will be a data which is there for previous year, but maybe not for current year. So in that case, I think analysis of the previous year could be.
I'll answer. Listed company, you will have Q3 published, submitted to DFM. Yes. Q1, Q2, Q3 will be published for sure. Only the Q4 will not be published. And sometimes
you can give the provisional data also. You can give if don't want to give data, you can indicate the growth, whether it is a better or it is a lower or whatever way you want to justify your achievement.
I think Q3 is available. Somani ji,
Otherwise, Q3 is
YTD
available.
Q3 available. Finish.
Yeah.
Okay. So another question is from Gopal ji. He's saying that whether company by team member award also count. Like if you received a company or team member award, that also counted in your
Yeah,
criteria.
any award you received will be counted. You can go on listing. We will then prioritize and compare.
Okay.
If there are 3 people competing, somebody received global award,
Any
somebody received
award
regional.
or recognition to your performance within house, outside house will have a weightage.
Correct.
Right. Okay, I think that's it. There are no further questions. If anybody has a question, please raise your hand or maybe unmute yourself and ask the question. The experts are here with us. Otherwise, we just end this session, and you can always send an email to us, to Secretary and Chairman. I will send a separate email with the criteria, the full list, as well as the ID, my ID and Chairman ID will be there. So you can always write to us and always speak to me like our Chairman sir, one-to-one. We are always there to help. And Dr. Kanak is always a very, very huge support, always with us. So with that, I think we have to end it. It's already 8:36. Any lasting remarks from Kanakji? You want to say anything?
I will only, encourage. This is the first cycle. Deciding to apply itself is an achievement.
Yeah.
Deciding to apply itself is an achievement. Applying is a second achievement, and winning is the third achievement.
Very nicely
Okay.
said.
So I think that's
so
what in the
the
Dubai Quality Award is written.
So, Doctor, the 2 achievements are in their hand.
Correct. Third is in the jury's hand. 2 are in your hand. Deciding to apply and actually applying.
And making the win. So Maniji, any lasting remarks from your side?
No, my request to all the participants, please encourage your friends, other members, take advantage of this process. I can tell you, once you have this recognition in your hand, it will not only give you against only satisfaction, but will add to your, and it will decorate your profile, and you will feel proud that chapter has recognized your services. Chapter has selected out of 3,000 members to you. And that itself is a big achievement, in my opinion, as a professional person.
All right. So thank you very much. So as we close this session, let's carry forward the message of positivity and pride. Excellence is not a destination. It's a journey we embark on every day. Here's to building brighter futures and stronger legacies together. So thank you everyone for joining, and have a very good night and very good evening, rest of the day, and take care and feel free. We'll send the entire list of criteria to you, hopefully tomorrow, and then you can apply, ask questions. We are there to help you. Thank you very much, and very good evening to all of you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rishi. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
And
sir.
thank you everyone for